A chronological Bible in 365 episodes. This is episode 57, continuing with Leviticus 27 and then going into Numbers 1. Now the Lord spoke to Moses, saying,
Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, When a man consecrates by a vow certain persons to the Lord according to your evaluation.
If your valuation is of a male from 20 years old up to 60 years old, then your valuation shall be 50 shekels of silver, according to the shekel of the sanctuary.
If it is a female, then your valuation shall be 30 shekels.
And if from 5 years old up to 20 years old, then your valuation for a male shall be 20 shekels, and for a female 10 shekels.
And if from a month old on up to 5 years old, then your valuation for a male shall be 5 shekels of silver, and for a female your valuation shall be 3 shekels of silver.
And if from 60 years old and above, if it is a male, then your valuation shall be 15 shekels, and for a female 10 shekels.
But if he is too poor to pay your valuation, then he shall present himself before the priest, and the priest shall set a value for him, according to the ability of him who vowed. The priest shall value him.
And if it is an animal that men may bring as an offering to the Lord, all that anyone gives to the Lord shall be holy.
He shall not substitute it or exchange it, good for bad or bad for good. And if he at all exchanges an animal for animal, then both it and the one exchanged shall be holy.
If it is an unclean animal, which they do not offer as a sacrifice to the Lord, then he shall present the animal before the priest.
And the priest shall set a value for it, whether it is good or bad, as you, the priest, value it, so it shall be.
But if he wants at all to redeem it, then he must add 1/5 to your valuation.
And when a man dedicates his house to be holy to the Lord, then the priest shall set a value for it, whether it is good or bad, as the priest values it, so it shall stand.
If he who dedicated it wants to redeem his house, then he must add 1/5 of the money of your valuation to it, and it shall be his.
If a man dedicates to the Lord part of a field of his possession, then your valuation shall be according to the seed for it. A homer of barley seed shall be valued at 50 shekels of silver.
If he dedicates his field from the year of Jubilee, according to your valuation, it shall stand.
But if he dedicates his field after Jubilee, then the priest shall reckon to him the money due according to the years that remain till the year of Jubilee, and it shall be dedicated from your valuation.
And if he who dedicates the field ever wishes to redeem it, then he must add 1/5 of the money to your valuation to it, and it shall belong to him.
But if he does not want to redeem the field, or if he has sold the field to another man, it shall not be redeemed anymore.
But the field, when it is released in the Jubilee, shall be holy to the Lord. As a devoted field, it shall be the possession of the priest.
And if a man dedicates to the Lord a field which he has bought, which is not the field of his possession,
then the priest shall reckon to him the worth of your valuation up to the year of Jubilee, and he shall give your valuation on that day as a holy offering to the Lord.
In the year of Jubilee, the field shall return to him from whom it was bought, to the one who owned the land as a possession.
And all your valuation shall be according to the shekel of the community, or of the sanctuary, 20 gerahs to the shekel.
But the firstborn of the animals, which should be the Lord's firstborn, no man shall dedicate. Whether it is an ox or sheep, it is the Lord's.
And if it is an unclean animal, then he shall redeem it according to your valuation, and shall add 1/5 to it. Or if it is not redeemed, then it shall be sold according to your valuation.
Nevertheless, no devoted offering that a man may devote to the Lord of all that he has, both man and beast, or the field of his possession, shall be sold or redeemed. Every devoted offering is most holy to the Lord.
No person under the ban who may become doomed to destruction among men shall be redeemed, but shall surely be put to death.
And all the tithe of the land, whether of the seed of the land or the fruit of the land, is the Lord's. It is holy to the Lord.
If a man wants at all to redeem any of his tithes, he shall also add 1/5 to it.
And concerning the tithe of the herd of the flock, of whatever passes under the rod, the 10th one shall be holy to the Lord.
He shall not inquire whether it is good or bad, nor shall he exchange it. And if he exchanges it at all, then both it and the one exchanged for it shall be holy. It shall not be redeemed.
These are the commandments which the Lord commanded Moses for the children of Israel on Mount Sinai.
Now the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of meeting, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they had come out of the land of Egypt, saying,
Take a census of all the congregation of the children of Israel, by their families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, every male individually.
From 20 years old and above, all who are able to go to war in Israel, you and Aaron shall number them by their armies.
And with you there shall be a man from every tribe, each one the head of his father's house.
These are the names of the men who shall stand with you. From Reuben, Eliezer, the son of Shadir.
From Simeon, Shemuel, the son of Zerishaddai.
From Judah, Nashon, the son of Aminadab.
From Issachar, Nathaniel, the son of Zor.
From Zebulun, Eliab, the son of Helon.
From the sons of Joseph, from Ephraim, Elishma, the son of Ahmilabad. From Manasseh, Gamiel, the son of Pedahzar.
From Benjamin, Abidan, the son of Gideoni.
From Dan, Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai.
From Asher, Pagiel, the son of Ochran.
From Gad, Elishaph, the son of Deuel.
From Naphtali, Ahira, the son of Enon.
These were the chosen from the congregation, leaders of their fathers' tribes, heads of the divisions in Israel.
Then Moses and Aaron took these men who had been mentioned by name,
and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they recited their ancestry by families, by their fathers' houses, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, each one individually.
As the Lord commanded Moses, so he numbered them in the wilderness of Sinai.
Now the children of Reuben, Israel's oldest son, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, every male individually, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Reuben were 46,500.
From the children of Simeon, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, of those who were numbered according to the number of names, every male individually, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Simeon were 59,300.
From the children of Gad, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Gad were 45,650.
From the children of Judah, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Judah were 74,600.
From the children of Issachar, their genealogies by their families, by the father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Issachar were 54,400.
From the children of Zebulun, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old above, and all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Zebulun were 57,400.
From the sons of Joseph, the children of Ephraim, their genealogies by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Ephraim were 40,500.
From the children of Manasseh, their genealogies, by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Manasseh were 32,200.
From the children of Benjamin, their genealogies, by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Benjamin were 35,400.
From the children of Dan, their genealogies, by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Dan were 62,700.
From the children of Asher, their genealogies, by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Asher were 41,500.
From the children of Naphtali, their genealogies, by their families, by their father's house, according to the number of names, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war.
Those who were numbered of the tribe of Naphtali were 53,400.
These are the ones who were numbered, whom Moses and Aaron numbered, with the leaders of Israel, 12 men, each one representing his father's house.
So all who were numbered of the children of Israel by their fathers' houses, from 20 years old and above, all who were able to go to war in Israel,
all who were numbered were 603,550.
But the Levites were not numbered among them by their fathers' tribe.
For the Lord had spoken to Moses, saying,
Only the tribe of Levi you shall not number, nor take a census of them among the children of Israel.
But you shall appoint the Levites over the tabernacle of the testimony, over all its furnishings, and over all the things that belong to it. They shall carry the tabernacle and all its furnishings. They shall attend to it and camp around the tabernacle.
And when the tabernacle is to go forward, the Levites shall take it down. And when the tabernacle is to be set up, the Levites shall set it up. The outsider who comes near shall be put to death.
The children of Israel shall pitch their tents, every one by his own camp, every one by his own standard, according to their armies.
But the Levites shall camp around the tabernacle of the testimony, that there may be no wrath on the congregation of the children of Israel, and the Levites shall keep charge of the tabernacle of the testimony.
Thus the children of Israel did according to all that the Lord commanded Moses. So they did.
You're listening to One Gospel with Heath and Holly. Be sure to like our videos and subscribe.